We didn't have much. We were poor, considered poor people. We owned a 100-acre farm. I was the first one of the children that my parents had where we had a medical doctor. That was in 1935, obviously my birthday. And this medical doctor delivered me, came to the house, and my mother was so enamored with him that she named me after the doctor. Not only one name, his name was Dr. Nathaniel Allan Mercer. So she named me Allan Mercer. And this doctor didn't have any children. And when I was 16, I wrote him a letter and said, did he have any kind of work I do? It just wasn't any jobs you had back then. And he said, yeah, come up on Saturday and you can clean the office up. He gave me $2, 25 cents an hour. I'd work 8 hours and make $2. Hitchhike 10 miles up to Columbia and 10 miles back to the country. After about 6 months, a doctor who didn't have any children, and of course the doctors were the important people back in the communities then, he said to me one day, how'd you like to come live with me? And he would always through the years would get me something very nice for Christmas. Sometimes it'd be an article of clothing, or it would be a huge sack of candies and grapes and oranges and so on and so forth. He did that every year. He never forgotten, because I had 2 parts of his name. So I thought, well, yeah, I think I'd like to come live with you. So at age 16, I went to live with the doctor. And I'll never forget this. I think about it often. I had a neighbor to take me up there, and I had, what little clothes I had was in a cardboard box. I didn't have a suitcase. And he let me out, and I walked across the street very intimidated by this nice house in the city. And the doctor greeted me with his wife and took me up to my own private bedroom, which I'd been sharing with at least 2 brothers forever. And I'll never forget the next morning. It was school day, and when I went downstairs, the doctor's wife, who I'd met for the first time, she was sitting there, and they had breakfast. They had cereal. I'll never forget this. They had cereal with bananas cut up in it. I'd never eaten stuff like that. And I sat there very intimidated, but I went to school. And a week had gone by, and all of a sudden, I'm seeing something in a chair next to my bed. It was pajamas. I didn't know what they were. We didn't wear pajamas. Are you kidding? And finally, she saw they weren't being moved. She said, Allan, you're to sleep in those. So this changed my whole outlook. I'm thinking, there is a better life. There's something to be had.